Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Phillies offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first.
Here we go, here we go.
But first down, Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said. Better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They're led out by a guy who, of course, spent 5 seasons as the starter in the city of brotherly love. The second overall pick in 2016, Carson Wentz. Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Play action. Now Wentz. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Wentz. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. To throw, it's Wentz. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's got some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out in tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays, and was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Eagles. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. The offense running out, and they are charged up ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. What a play there by Fletcher Cox to get in and knock him down behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Wentz now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
He's got it. Touchdown. Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert, and the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
But that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense. Coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
On second down, a run with Gibson. Evades him at the 20. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick-6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Washington offense set to take over. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards there on a Washington first. A give running right, Gibson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. They'll run with Gibson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick-6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Wentz to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Washington's offense ready to go again. There's Antonio Gibson. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here's Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Holding, offense.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Now Wentz on third down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right not to. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chase Young. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Hurts. But I think the ball's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Now a 1st first carry here for Robinson. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. This is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Wentz. Thomas brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters, but in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. So they pass.